DFCRadio.com.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, dick.
Talking about the Htgs show. Knowing someone better than your show. And everybody knowing this whole show. Yeah. Talking about the Htgs show.
Get the song? Yo, what is? Welcome back, Duff-Free Soldiers. I know that you guys have been jonesing after a couple weeks off for some more Heavy Tea Grow Show, and we're live tonight right here on DFZRadio.com. I do want to apologize to y'all. 2019 has been pretty much a swift. Is that the right? Swift. Enunciate. Here we go. Swift kick to the Huevos Rancheros for the Heavy Tea family over here. I had to take a couple weeks off, handle some personal matters. If you listen to the show, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go into it too much because we are here to help you grow and help you grow better. A lot of things have happened in the last 2 weeks. We got into a little Coco Ninja versus Rockwell Scientist war with the original scientist. Well, according to his Instagram, he labeled himself a scientist, our former compadre, Jiggity Jerk-Off Jerome. and we're going to go into that discussion a little bit. But first, let me introduce my co-host. He's been here for the last 8 years with me for the majority of our nearly 500 shows. At the end of the table, Senor Horty Chris.
Hola.
¿Qué pasó, man?
Nada mucho.
2 out of the last 3 shows you're in here.
I know, man. I fucking don't expect to see me back here until about February.
Oh, my goodness.
No, I'm glad to do the show tonight, man. It should be a good time. No Dr. Duff interrupting us.
Yes, Dr. Duff is butthurt in his own right, which we'll talk about that as well. But you're here, Horty, and that's all that matters because you actually know some grow. If you want to talk grow with us, you need to call in 562-653-0707. That is the phone number. Our special guest tonight and cannabis meme, probably the best cannabis meme account on the interwebs. Black Market Cultivators from Instagram. What's up, Black Market?
What's up? Thank you for having me.
Is this your dead mouse impersonation? What is this?
I was trying to carve a Coco Ninja into this mask, but it ended up looking like some kind of sex mask.
Right?
Well, if I had sex anymore, I would know about that. I'm married, though, for a long time. So what's up, dog? You're here.
Yeah, we're here to do the breakdown of the Coco Ninja Rockwell Scientist.
Before we get into that, tell us a little bit about your account over there. You are at Black Market Cultivators. You seem to be halfway in between a comedy account and a troll account. Which are you?
A combo of both. Also a master waterer account.
Oh, you're Bobby Boucher.
Yeah. Every time I get to water, I take some pictures. And then I'm also the meme artist for Black Market Cultivators Instagram.
Oh, you are. So these are original thoughts?
I steal a lot of them, but Most are original.
Oh my gosh! So, what does it take to have a successful cannabis meme account?
I think you just need the meme generator app, no job, and lots of weed.
And what type of weed do you prefer to smoke when you're creating your memes?
Actually, I'm smoking some hash bar OG recently, but I'm down with it all.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming through. 562-653-0707. That's the phone number if you want to talk with at Black Market Cultivators, Master Waterer and Master Waterer of Southern California.
Yeah, best waterer in SoCal.
And
You're a watering scientist?
Yeah, chief water boy.
And is that different than being a waterer in NorCal?
That's a good question. I'm watering indoor, so I've got like 100-gallon reservoirs. They're watering outdoor. 1,000-gallon reservoirs, those are pros up there.
They are. Okay, let's get into it of what was going on with the scientist over there. You know what isn't good. He doesn't know what's good. And I got pulled in this because we have been friends for quite some time. And we had been making funny memes. We had dubbed people that grow in Rockwell let's take it all the way back. It started from Jungle Boys failing a heavy metal test and blaming it on growing in cocoa.
Yeah, so I started doing some memes with their email and laughing at them because they thought that cocoa was better, and then so I thought that was funny. And then this guy jumps in with his pro Rockwell memes, which I also thought was funny and appreciated them. So I was like, oh, let's just keep going. And then one night, the Dosatron rep sent me a rude comment on his page, and I was got to go off on Dosatron that night.
Well, give me an example of some of your Rockwell Scientists Cocoa Ninja memes.
Like what they say?
Yeah, like for instance, let's see. There's one here that shows Eddie Murphy as the Nutty Professor, and it says Rockwell Scientist, and then it shows Wesley Snipes as Blade, and it says Cocoa Ninja.
Yeah. So
you dubbed the Rockwell Scientists and Cocoa Ninjas?
He did. He made a meme saying that if you use Rockwell, you're a scientist. So then I just took it further, and I was like, well, then if you use cocoa, you're a ninja. And then it just became, whoever grows in Rockwell is a nerd, and whoever grows in cocoa is like the cool kids or whatever.
Okay, so go back to where it started. You started making memes, and he actually took it as it was a personal attack on him, which it pretty much was.
It was a personal attack on him. but he took it. It was just satire and comedy, and he maybe took it too personal.
He does get butthurt. Remember, Horty Chris, that he had to leave the show because he couldn't handle what was going on in the studio and went out and tried to punk Marcos Poyos at the screener station.
You had already fired me by then.
Everyone gets fired once in a while, Horty. Don't be a butthurt about that.
I heard about it though. I heard that he tried to flex on Marcos Poyos.
And Marcos Poyos wasn't having it. We asked him to leave.
Remember when he started to cry because we tried to make him stand on scales?
Yeah, he didn't want to weigh himself.
And he said, "Oh, I said 240." I'm like, "That shit said 285, dude. I saw it."
Jesus. But nonetheless, so what happened? How did it come to a head?
So while I was watering, and then I get a beep on my phone, Dosatron rep, saying, why don't you just keep using your wand or something like that?
Well, I actually have it right here. It says, at Black Market Cultivators, it's okay. Keep your hands tied to a water wand and reservoir and never leave the garden. It will make you a better grower. Too funny and all these laughing things.
Yeah, so I was going to go hard and make 3 hours of Dosatron memes and throw Dosatron under the bus and say they make fun of the small gardener using a wand, all this. And then when I get home from watering, that's when I see your fight with Jerome. So I just put the popcorn memes. And then after you won the argument, I did the Cocoa Ninjas with the Hiroshima bomb and the Rockwell scientists surrendering. Those are my two favorite memes.
That's what it was. Once I saw that, I actually posed a legitimate question, asking just Chris from Dosatron, how does it work with commercial powdered concentrates, right? Because you need a liquid concentrate, which you can create with powders, and it's called a stock batch. And Jerome just turns on me and says, I should know this. I run a grow show, and hashtag I'm a noob. Veg plus bloom. And I wasn't even asking about veg bloom.
I was asking about powders.
And I just responded to him, hey, buddy, take it easy. Maybe all that pack load is affecting your brain. We're just trying to see if the amount of time saved is equal to the amount of money saved not using liquid nutrients. Time equals money, blah, blah, blah. And it devolves fairly quickly into him continuing to try and come at me, where at one point I was just backhanding the shit out of him. And he decided that he wanted to start direct messaging me. And he started direct messaging me that, hey, why are you so butthurt? I know you hate me. And I started posting those direct messages in my story as well, where he wanted out at that point. And I started making my own memes of Jerome as Rockwell Scientist. My favorite one was the Rain Man, where I put Jerome's head on Dustin Hoffman, and next to it I put, I'm a scientist. Yeah, definitely a scientist. And going down that road. And then he started demanding I take my direct messages down, and also started texting me, which of course I continued to post those. And he tried to insult the show, saying I don't have a very popular show, which in fact, over 20,000 downloads and listens per episode for the last 8 years. We're the only Grow show to actually invoice over 7 figures in that time frame. We've taken in revenue over $1 million, almost $1.5 million now. I don't know any other Grow show that.
Check?
No.
Trying to get paid.
Hey, Aaliyah took all of it.
And Vinny.
But, Horty, your take on the Grow Show of being a not-so-popular podcast, as he claimed, we revolutionized this shit, dog. We were the first and only. There wasn't even live streams on YouTube, Instagram, or anything. We actually had to create our own network from scratch, and that's where DFC Radio came in, and our app and everything.
And the basis of it was, as people who brought companies to the market, we didn't have anywhere to advertise, and we were paying like Max Shield magazine exorbitant amounts of money to advertise and really no return. So we went to the other companies that we work with in this industry, the GHs, the Botanicares, the Smart Pots, the top companies in all the different areas of the industry, and said, hey, we have an idea to help market and promote and get your stuff in the hands of end users and help them grow. And all of them were like, we're totally on board. So we brought an alternative marketing scheme that involved actual like internet and modern technology, not magazines, to the industry. So it is what it is. Whether or not it's as popular as it once was, if it's less popular, more popular, that doesn't matter.
There's literally hundreds of copycats trying to do what we do.
You wanted to be on the show, so it must have not been that unpopular, is all I can say.
Well, he's completely delusional. He goes into that he has a Vice show coming up with Wiz Khalifa, and I just was saying, I'll be clapping for you, dude, but he's delusional because the dude can't even speak clearly. Couldn't speak clearly enough to be on a not-so-popular podcast on DFC Radio, but he's going to be on Vice with Wiz Khalifa. Anyways,
I'm not hating. If he gets on there, go.
This sums up the totality of this person's personality and mindset. This is what he sends me. People always hate when others do better than they do, like claiming he's doing better than what I'm doing. Well, okay, whatever. I'm really good at what I do and can accept that and smile at the haters because nobody says shit to my face, because if they did, they would be put in place because of facts. Facts are that I'm really, really good at growing. And I just respond to him, dude, you can't be the one to tell people you're good at your craft, fool. Look at me, I'm cool. Or look at me, I'm tough. Which you pretty much did both in that last sentence, which makes you just not a tool, but a toolbox. And we both know you're never fought anything but a bad case of bronchitis from too much Paclo. Yeah, and how do you get 4 pounds off one plant, Horty?
You veg it for 6 years.
And use shit tons of Paclo?
Yeah.
And he goes on to call me, you're like my new Horty. P.S. I do not need to tell people. They know. You are the only person that ever said otherwise. I never said he wasn't good at growing. I said he's pretty good at growing.
I mean, and that was always my thing, is that I've been in this game for over 20 years, and I've known the people that were in this game for over 20 years, and I just met you a couple of years ago. And, okay, you can grow at a top-notch level. Congratulations. You probably listened to the Heavy Tea Show. You know what I mean? It's like nobody is that much better of a grower than anyone else because it just comes down to maximizing the potential of what you have. So to run around and tell everybody that you're the Tiger Woods fucking Michael Jordan of growing, it's like, yeah, so are a lot of other people.
Not to mention, he said he's been doing this for 18 years. He actually came into my shop when I first opened it, 2 years after I opened it, which was about 2008, and didn't know what CO2 was, how to use it, didn't know about environmental controls like using air conditioning and sealed environment. We put him on the right track. He then went and got a job at another hydro shop, a large chain hydro shop, which he regurgitated what he learned there. He then got a job at a legal facility that he was eventually fired from allegedly because they failed their pesticide test because he sprayed Eagle 20 and used Pylon and didn't know that would fail the test. In fact, on this show even, he said that Eagle 20 doesn't stay in the plant that long, and we know it stays in the plant for months, if not years, and it's damn near impossible to get out without using tissue culture to reestablish the genetic profiles.
I have no problem with fucktards except when fucktards try to tell people who are old school that they don't know shit and this, that, and the other. Like, slow your roll, dude. Like, you know, a lot of people, you're in a room full of people that have been around longer than you have, and don't act like you're king shit of Turd Island when you're just a booger on a paper plate. You know what I mean?
Well, down the line in our text messages, he goes and says, "Don't take my words the wrong way," after he insults the shit out of me and I'm bitch slapping him. Just meant things could be better. You know that. Just trying to help. And I just straight told him, take mine the right way. Suck my motherfucking veiny cock, you mid-growing delusional fuckstick. And that's where I left it. And then I went on to create a bunch of memes that our fans caught on to. And because our fans caught on to it, we have very creative fans out there. We have people that want to make the best for the show. We have very talented people. And we were sent a parody song because we were going the Coco Ninja versus Rockwell Scientist from a @upstate grower on Instagram. You need to follow this guy. He's super talented. Let's hear the Coco Grow parody from @upstate grower on Instagram.
Weird Al Yankovic would be proud.
Turn this up.
All right, let's see.
Oh yeah, you got this queued up. You've been off for 3 weeks, playa. Oh, you got to reset it and turn it up, player.
Jesus.
What?
Jesus.
I didn't get the file. I was trying to play off my phone.
Jesus, Jesus.
Motherfucker, I emailed you the fucking file.
No, you didn't.
No, that's too weak. Don't even do that. Don't even do that. Why? I'm going to resend it to you. I did send it to you, my man.
Check the email. There's no song in there.
Oh, my God, you fucking
Is there a caller or something?
Yeah, we got Devin, the Hydro Chef, on the show. What up, Hydro Chef? Devon.
He's like, hold on, I'm going live.
You got this dude turned up?
You there?
What's from Jerome?
Oh, my gosh. The saying has been smoking too much millions bananas.
Yeah.
I also remember the days of him working at the shop, Mr. Know-It-All since day one. I remember the days of the grow-off. You remember the days of the heavy tea.
I remember.
The meltdown
You remember?
on air. But, I mean, enough about Bobby Boucher. I just want to say fucking, since the show's been on and everything that's evolved since then and the listenership, this was all done before, like, social media and before Instagram and shit. So I think that's something that that should be said about DFC Radio is, you know, all that fucking hate and everything that comes, like, that's what makes it. Like, you know, the memes, that's what generates it all. So, I mean, big shout out to you guys. Can't wait to come back from my suspension and dick around.
That's right. Kiss our asses. That's right. But if you,
I learned it from Jerome.
Oh my God. Hey, just don't bring your support animal like he always did.
What was the support animal? The chick? When he would show up with his lady?
Yeah, I didn't say it. You did. No, you have to have some thick skin to be a public figure. You just do. And
for sure.
I will talk shit on myself and basically defang or declaw anyone that wants to talk shit on me. Because it's like, yeah, I already made that meme. I already made fun of myself. I put up shit of me barfing from being so hungover on our way to a trade show after this show.
I remember that.
And snot coming out, and it says, when I hit that Eagle 20 Avid sulfur chirped Rockwell grown booth. It's my head. Did you get it finally, Saint? You got it, or do you have it loaded up?
It's
Play that song, guys. Thanks for the entertainment. Fuck, I'll be in there next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. The Hydro Chef Show, the Farm to Table Cannabis. It's 5 to 6 right here on DFC Radio. You like cooking, you like growing, check out Farm to Table Cannabis with Chef Devin, the hydroponic chef. Thanks, Chef.
All right, Chef.
All right. Chef seemed a little out of breath. What was he doing? We know he wasn't jogging. Wait, hold on. Don't start it while I'm talking, you goddamn... Dude,
hey, man, it's abrupt.
Stand up, shake the fucking rest off, Saint.
Hey, calm down.
Okay, now, you got to listen very closely because this guy gets you could tell he's a true fan because he gets shit in from years ago.
Horty's Hose. I've been engaged
Vinny
for
Stone.
years.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
Vinny
I don't want to
Stone.
take the thunder away. At Upstate Grower, this is the parody song Coco Grow. Let's hear it. It's about Jiggity Drone.
Something wasn't right when you say you grew 4 pounds of height. Then you went and picked a fight with the host of the show. He put you in your place, verbally bitch slapped your face. Worse than Duff's wife's herpes case. Y'all ain't homies no more. Go try a Coco. 562-653-0707. So call in and get shit. Fuck, this must be heaven. If Marcos is shipping, well, you just might get it. Try a Coco Grow. Has to be better than your cubes of mold. And stop using Pac-Low. Hey, try a Coco Grow.
A bitch, a Rockwell scientist.
Hope you like algae, because that's all your Rockwell will breed. You can't call what you grow weed, and even Duffman agrees. Everybody knows you shouldn't fuck with a heavy tea show. Like one of Horty's hoes, you don't know when to just go. Go try a Coco. 562-653-0707. So call in and get shit. Oh, this must be heaven. If Marcos is shipping, well, you just might get it. Try a Coco Grow. You're hated more than even Vinny Stone. And that's really fucking low. Don't try a Coco.
Don't be a bitch, a Rockwell scientist.
Okay, so can you check the boxes on that one for us, Horty Chris? He hit every box.
Every box.
He got in Marcos shipping. You just might get it because we know Marcos is always fucking up the shipping.
Yeah, now that Aaliyah's gone, no one else can do it for him.
He's got Dr. Duff's wife has herpes. That's great. Vinny Stone, who was the old sound guy,
He
which
said he's hated more than Vinny Stone, and that's pretty low.
This is funny. When he actually was texting me before this saying he's going to be on Vice with Wiz Khalifa, I said, oh, you got to hit up Vinny Stone, the producer, and send him his number. You're going to have a long conversation with him.
He won't be able to get him off the phone.
A couple meth hits, and you guys are going to be talking all night, taking over the cannabis world.
For real.
The Horty Hoes, they don't know when to go. Your hoes stick around a long time?
Like Charlie Sheen, I pay him to leave.
Oh, man. But that's at Upstate Grower.
Hey, even when I got rid of them, they're still sticking around.
Yes, I know that they moved right in with their water bugs. You can go to Heavy Tea Grow Show on Instagram and check out our IGTV. The full song's up there with a little video. It's pretty great. But let's bring up the man, the myth, the legend. We got Upstate Grower on the phone. Man, I want to give you a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you.
You actually,
Dude, that shit is so fucking good.
Seriously.
I gotta tell you, I wrote it really fast, I wasn't sure what song I was going to use, but the minute I knew I could slip in a Vinnie Stone burn for the longtime listeners, I knew I had to go with that song.
It was fantastic.
Hey, that was the perfect song.
The pack up. We
Thank
knew
you.
something wasn't right when you said you grew 4 pounds of light.
Coco. Yeah.
They're like, I'm not gonna call Jerome out because Cheese has him on the show and he gives him credit. And as soon as the shit went downhill, Upstate Grower was on top of it.
Listen, I'm a Coco Ninja, original.
Watch out for
so
those
I have
heavy
to
metals.
represent.
Watch out for those heavy metals. And all the cook.
I'm looking. I think it's really cool that you guys have black market cultivators in studio, known to be a bomb gardener.
See,
Hey,
but I
doctor.
just wanna
Hey,
say- I
hey,
wanna point
doctor.
out-
A doctor of bomb gardening.
Yes, even yes, he has a degree.
A PhD in bomb gardening.
Let's just point out how savage Heavy T is. Jesus Christ!
Right?
Oh my God! There's that episode a couple years back where he eviscerates Dr. Duff, and Duff walks out in tears. It's the greatest moment. I thought that was the greatest thing to watch unfold until last week.
It was one of the most enlightening things I ever experienced because I was like, man, they've been best friends since kindergarten, and he just fucking raked him over the coals. So I know not to
That's the one.
take him too seriously.
Well,
That was
I go straight for the
unbelievable.
jugular. If we're gonna get in a fight, I go straight from the jugular,
too.
and I'll tell you straight to your face. Like I'm not beating around the bush, and some people just can't handle it. And I love where Jerome comes back at me and says, "I wish you were the Tyler I used to know." I've been like, "This is the Tyler you used to know, fool."
Man, I'm just glad right now I'm on your good side.
Yeah, well,
That's all I'm saying.
just keep sending me these parody
Yeah,
songs,
yeah.
and you will.
Yeah,
And
I got
eventually
you.
he'll be
Well-
like, oh, fuck you. That was a long time ago.
It was 2 weeks
right,
ago.
exactly. What have you done for me lately? Well,
Right.
Along those lines, I'd like to throw a challenge out there to the Duff Free Nation. Obviously, there's a lot of creative people out there, a lot of creative listeners. Song parodies. I'm throwing out and I'm throwing down the gauntlet. Who can try to top that? Let's hear it.
I mean, fuck, dude. I used to produce some music. I have a little studio at my house, and I don't even know if I could fuck with that. That shit was good.
Motherfucker, you got one turntable
shit was good.
next to your fucking kitchen sink.
This
I
guy.
recorded that. I
studio.
recorded that on my iPhone.
Did you really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking amazing.
Tell me, what's your background with music, man? Because obviously you got some skills.
Well, no, I mean, my dad is a musician, singer-songwriter locally. No one that's known necessarily. So, I mean, I grew up on the Beatles, and I grew up on good music, and discovered rap at just the right time. You know what I mean? And just music's always been a part of what I do, and I love your show. What you guys do is just so much fun. That any way that I can, provide any kind of content, it's a joy. I love it. I also did the other two song parodies. for you guys.
The old Jerome one and the
Yeah.
do we got those? We'll play those going out and
I don't know if I ever heard them.
going out and in.
Oh no,
tonight.
you did. You did.
But this is at Upstate Grower. I want to give you a round of applause, dude. And
Yeah, dude,
check it
awesome.
out. He threw down the gauntlet. I'm down to make some kind of contest with a large like a giveaway
Grand
of
prize
a
or
light
something,
or
yeah.
something that we can make happen. Let's figure out the rules and stuff, and I'm gonna send out emails and post that on our social media to try and make that happen this coming week. I like the idea a lot, Upstate.
Yeah, could be interesting.
Hey, man, but just for what you did, though, I'm going to send you a bunch of shit off of our swag pack racks, T-shirt slaps. I also have some smart pots, green pads, submission fertilizer, all coming your way, man. So keep an eye out for it. And if Marcos Pollos is shipping, you just might get it.
I just might. Thanks, guys.
You just might get it. Thanks so
man.
much, dude. That is so awesome. All right, coming up in just a few moments, I'm going to break down the history of cocoa, the history of Rockwool, the pros and cons, and give you my opinion. Horty's going to give you his opinion. But before we do, let's take one more phone call about growing. We have Josh. What's going on, Josh?
Josh.
Jiggity Josh.
Jiggity Josh.
Was this Jerome trying to call in? And he's like,
Oh, is this Amsterdam? Birthday boy!
oh, my gosh. Was it about this time? It was about this time. All right, Josh, call back 562-653-0707. You got those other songs queued up, my man?
You want to hear the Duff one?
Sure, let's hear the Dr. Duff one. This is another Upstate Grower parody song. If you think you can do better or as good or even not as good, we want to hear your stuff. We'll play you on air. get you some playtime, just like at Black Market Cultivators. Are you going to stick around and answer any watering questions our listeners have?
Yeah, I'm an expert at watering, so I should stay.
Okay.
It's
what
a
is-
high quality H2O. My mama said crocodiles got all them teeth. they got so many teeth. They angry because they got so many teeth and no toothbrush.
RO water or tap water? Or just condensate off of your
That's why I was
dehumidifier?
going to stop you there and say I'm just using condensate off the dehu and AC.
He's like acid rain, bro. Collect it right off the roof every once in a
Another
while.
reason why Rockwell is so good, because you can use your condensate and give it extra heavy metals, right?
I think there's some extra copper in there, but that's okay.
From the aluminum. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. The song's called Too Much Death.
Too much stuff. We'll be right back. Check this out. 562-653-0707. Thanks again to @UpstateGrower.
That's too much stuff. Too much stuff. That's too much stuff. He talking all over the callers. That's too much stuff. His wife hands all over my ballers. She has too much stuff. The same 3 jokes every show. That's too much stuff. A black guy, his wife have to blow. That's too much stuff. Too much stuff. She got too much stuff. That's too much stuff. That's what he's pimping 101. Too much stuff. You're listening to the Heavy T Grow Show on DFZRadio.com.
Something wasn't right when you say you grew 4 pounds of height. Then you went and picked a fight with the host of the show. He put you in your place, verbally bitch slapped your face. Worse than Duff's wife's herpes case. Y'all ain't homies no more. Go try a cocoa. 562-653-0707. So call in and get shit. Fuck, this must be heaven. If Marcos is shipping, well, you just might get it. Try a cocoa, bro. Has to be better than your cubes of mold. Stop using Aclo. Hey, try a cocoa, bro.
Don't be a bitch, a Rockwell scientist.
Hope you like algae, because that's all your Rockwell will breed. You can't call what you grow weed, and even Duffman agrees. Everybody knows you shouldn't fuck with a heavy T show. Like one of Porty's hoes, you don't know when to just go. Go try a cocoa. 562-653-0707. So call in and get shit. Oh, this must be heaven. If Marcos is shipping, well, you just might get it. Try a cocoa, bro. You're hated more than even Penny Stone. And that's really fucking low. Go try a cocoa,
Don't be a bitch, a Rockwell scientist.
DFCRadio.com.
You are listening to the Heavy T Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a Duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Dilly heavy tea grow show. But dilly dee.
Yo, Kelly, pass me that blunt. You feel me? Mm-hmm.
Big cities need a fast-paced life to grow. And in my fast-paced garden, I use the Big City Hydro Mix. It's available in bulk anywhere in California, organic certified, and made with calcium buffered cocoa. With a consistent pH, it works well with all container gardens and conventional feeding programs. Check with your local grow store for bags.
Check us out at bulksoil.com.
Hey guys, it's Heavy T. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend Fantech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, Fantech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the two expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in two separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the Fantech EC fan and Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plant Tech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Dude, this shit is awesome.
Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2. Apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3. Blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4. Water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics VermiVeg 744. Along with the VermiBloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermiall 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the VermiBat Guano Fertilizer and the VermiBlood Blood Meal Fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
That's Horty's Pimpin' 101.
Launch crew, ready to reservoir.
What's the load factor, sir?
Bring in the Riser Blast liquid at 2 mils per gallon.
Okay, sir. We are loaded and ready to launch.
10, 9.
Okay, men. It's time to blast off into the plant's root zone and into another galaxy of root growth.
Rhizoblast is a proprietary blend of seaweed and the single-celled algae chlorella. Chlorella's abundance of amino acids and minerals contribute to its value in hydroponics. The benefits used in Rhizoblast are explosive root growth, the use with any growing medium or hydro system, its ideal use for transplanting, and the enhancement of your plant vigor in fast-flowering plants. Let your plants have a blast and see a world of a difference with Rhizoblast from Botanicare. Check it out at www.botanicare.com.
Yeah. Naps. Knock off. What up, Saint? And we hustle. Hustle hard. Team ADXN. Hey, oh. Fuck these niggas want from me. Haters wanna eat now, you never getting lunch from me. Get off my tailcoat, get off addiction. Team full of mean niggas, team green like it's Listerine. Don't cross the squad, man, we get them off, man. We on the front court shooting, you just a ball fan. I'm on the top back, y'all do it all bad. Grind on the regular, tell competitors all bad. Test the team, homie, watch you fall flat. Don't want the fame, but the change, I need all that. Hustlers get your guap up, rappers get your props up. Cause sky is the limit and we got heaven on lock up. Back down to earth, street swerving down Atlantic. Long Beach riding to death, we straight smashing. This is for my family, this is for the masses. This ADX anthem in case anyone asks me. Oh, I'm taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no rockets. Tell me who running with these shots up, boys. We say hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life on my life. Niggas don't want no rockets. Bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we say hustling.
Hey, I rep my team, rep my city, and rep my scene. I'm down for mine, on the grind all the time, like overtime. I ride to the death, can't do it like this, so don't try to step. Can't move it like this, so don't try to test. Got shotters on the side of me, right and my left, cause we do it so swift, we do it so sick, and we ain't gonna stop. We got money to get, we got honeys to flip, got the streets on lockdown, so why would we stop now? We holding the spot down. South with Diesel Hennessy, a bad bitch next to me. ADX team going down up in history. Do it to the death of me, so ain't nothing left of me. Dumping off the weaponry, hold it down for centuries.
Oh, taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no rockets. Tell me who wanted with these shots up, boys. We say hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life on my life. Niggas don't want no rockets. Bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we say hustling.
Bonafide hustler, stay up in the street, grinding all day and all night so we can eat. Roll up on your homies like niggas, stick 'em up. Now bags in the stash in the back of the truck. Pounds of the diesel, throw it in the air. Tipping Hennessy for my niggas who ain't here. Back on my feet after shedding a few tears. Give me 2 years, stacked up with a few mil. Niggas locked up, but the homies still here. Rapping ADX fresh in the full gear. Killing the recession, puffing on the top. Teddy Brock shot, killing blue clocks. Haters got no idea you ain't ready. It'll be a sad song if you niggas test me. Them niggas trying to send 100 cops to come get me. Gibbo sprayed a couple shots and told them bitches come catch me.
Oh, taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no rockets. Tell me who wanted with these shots up, boys. We say hustling.
We stay hustling.
Yeah.
What up, what up? Welcome back, Heavy T's Grow Show on DFZRadio.com, 562-653-0707. We're going to go into the Rockwell Scientists versus Coco Ninja. Oh, yeah! The different ways of growing in them, what it means to be growing in each of them, but it's up to you to determine which one you want to do. We're just going to present facts, give our opinions on which we prefer, and it's not a consensus at this table by any means. I've been called the Coco Ninja for a while. I think that Horty coined that phrase a long time ago. Maybe on our first couple of shows before we were even live. But Rockwell Scientist is a new one, and I give that credit to Black Market Cultivators, which it might have been me, but allegedly it was him. And your meme of drawing the California SoCal belt, that was me.
Yeah. You did give me that idea.
Of course I did. I have all the great ideas. I'm just too pussy to put them up on my own feed. Some of our sponsors are in NorCal.
You can't be upsetting the sponsor.
All right, let's break down some rock wool. Here we go, everyone. Rock wool is a fibrous material, right? It's formed by spinning and drawing molten rock or rock materials such as slag and ceramics. The applications of the mineral wool or rock wool include thermal insulation, pipe insulation, a high temperature insulation wool, filtration, soundproofing. We could put up a bunch of Hugo blocks in here.
Yep.
That would be sick. Too bad it might hurt our lungs because we'll learn more about that later. And hydroponic growth media. It is made by combining basically chalk and balsic rock. Is that how you say it, Horty? Balsic rock? Do you know? You're the English major.
Tomato.
I think it's Balsac.
Balsac
rocks.
which for Jiggity, it's right there on his chin already, so he just takes it off and dips it in his molten sack. It actually was first discovered occurring naturally. Can you believe that? That no one thinks of Rockwell as a natural occurring substance. But it was naturally found on Mauna Loa volcano in Hawaii in 1850 by King Kamehameha, scientist of Duff. No, the king didn't find it. I just had to use that. Kamehameha. But anyways, it was first manufactured circa about 1935 as an insulation material for buildings. So some of your memes over there, black market cultivators, you talk about it being insulation. You are correct. Did you already know that, or you just figured it?
Well, I had to put those up as educational because some of my people looking at the memes might not know that Rockwell's insulation. So a lot of them are, in reference to the fact that it is insulation, so they could know that.
It's pretty crazy how they make it. Like, they literally melt the rock and they put it into a device that, like, making cotton candy.
Yeah, that's when they draw it and spin it. Kind of like taffy. Hot-ass taffy, because the temperature is over 1,500 degrees Celsius.
Well, it's actually kind of just like cotton candy.
Isn't cotton candy like spinning and it gets fluffy on top?
The sugar melts and then the air blowing around.
Why don't you Google a YouTube video of making taffy while I finish this? Okay?
Well, that's not taffy's.
Listen. I saw your picture of your wiener, Mr. Laffy Taffy. It was long enough that they could draw it out, though.
Yeah,
but at least
it was
mine
long
gets
enough that the lips weren't at the base.
At least mine gets hard. But anyway, just kidding. We know you're good.
Oh, it's all good.
You have beautiful hosts. They incorporate different additives. It feeds a stream of molten mixture onto a drum that is rotated at great speed, like Horty says, and which spins molten mass into fibers. Insulation Rockwell contains additives which are different from the horticultural Rockwell because they contain additives that make it non-water absorbing. And it wasn't until 1969 that they figured out how to make it absorbent to water and grow plants in it. And initial experiments on growing horticultural started around 1971 in Denmark. And by the way, Grodan, the most popular Rockwell, is made in Denmark. Another company is, how do you say it, Kudeline?
Kudeline, I think.
Kudeline, which is a New Zealand company, and they have a partner in France as well where they make it. It was first used in a commercial use circa 1971-72 in Scandinavia for growing cucumbers, tomatoes, and nursery crops. The main use of water-absorbent Rockwell in horticulture is for propagation, though. And it is used